What's up, everybody? It's another episode with your host. I'm Kyle Newell, hosting Unlocking Your Inner Strength. Today, I'm going to be talking about what is the point or what should be the point of your workout. But before I get to that, I'm going to tell you a story. Actually, maybe it'll be two stories from last week. So, Braxton's 5th birthday was last Thursday. We had a family day together, went for a nice 3.5 mile trail walk. Braxton rode his dirt bike. Got back to the house, and around noon, Braxton and Colty wanted me to go play Michael Myers tag with them. As you may or may not know, Halloween is my favorite movie. This is coming up to my favorite time of year. I love the movie Halloween. I love Mike Myers. So they said, Dad, can we go, play Mike Myers tag? I said, okay. Being that it was his birthday, I was going to make it extra special. So I put on my whole suit, right? My one-piece Carhartt suit, the blue one like Mike Myers has, put on the mask. We go down to the river. I said, let's go down to the river. It's probably about, let's say, 1,000 feet from our house. We go down the street, make a right, go to the bottom of the hill. So I got the theme music playing, the Halloween theme song playing, and they're hiding in the brush, and I'm looking for them, chasing them. We do this for about 15 to 20 minutes. Then I said, boys, let's go back to the middle of the field. We'll play over there where I can chase you a little more. So this field is about the size of a football field. Now there's one of the neighbors keeps wood pallets down there and just wood scrap for the bonfires that he has from time to time down near the river. So Braxton and Colty go around the edge of the wood. I can't quite see him. I take a couple steps, and Braxton was already backing away. I'm like, what is he doing? Colty had something on the side of his head, and then he starts crying, screaming. I said, what the hell? I take another step, and then I see what had happened. They disturbed a hornet's nest. These hornets are coming out everywhere, buzzing around. I run over, scoop Colty up. Poor kid is screaming. They're all over his pant legs. He had sweatpants on. I'm getting bit through the suit. Got bit on my hand. And these things hurt. If you ever got bit by a hornet, these things hurt, and they're swarming. So I ripped Colty's pants off, screaming, threw my mask off. We ran back to the house. These damn things chased us back to the house, and they actually bit. Braxton was lucky enough to escape any bites down at the river, but they got him all the way back at the house. These things followed us back to the house. So it was a wild scene. Colty got bit about 12 times, but that kid is tough as nails. Within 20 minutes, he was relaxed and calm. He took a nice warm bath, gave him an ice cream sandwich. It was a great memory, though. Even though there was a little bit of pain involved, this is a birthday that we're always going to remember, right? We're always going to remember what happened. So it's a great reframe, and memories like that are always happening if you're paying attention. So that was what happened a couple days ago on Braxton's birthday, and maybe in the next episode I'll tell you about his birthday party, because it was another key to using your imagination and making things special and memorable. But today what I want to talk about, before I go out here and do my Monday afternoon workout, is the point of a workout. Now, you have to always say, what's the goal? When people ask me advice, I'll catch myself, and I want to start giving advice and I say, wait, what's the goal? Tell me what the goal is, and then we can go from there. And remember, the goal is always to keep the goal the goal. So if your point for working out is stress relief, the purpose of your workouts is going to be a little different. That might just be walking. It might be walking. It might be hiking. It might be going for a nice, easy bike ride. Okay? So it depends on what the goal is. But let me say this, too, because most people approach working out, about 90% of people have this conception in their head, this concept in their head that working out is for a tool for weight loss. It is not. It does not work for weight loss. Never has, never will. And you might be saying, why is a guy that owns gyms telling people this? Because it's the truth. Working out is for your brain and for blood flow and putting on muscle and keeping you young, keeping your joints healthy. You got two wheels to the bike. What you do outside the gym is where the weight loss is going to happen. We're addressing fasting and sleep and rest and recovery. That's going to take care of body composition as far as losing. In the gym, it's going to reinforce the habits outside the gym. It's that other wheel of the bike. So it depends on what your goal is. Now, if you're going to get into the weight room and you're going to get after it, let's say, right, you want to push it, always have the mindset that you want to put your mind to a place it hasn't been before. Otherwise, it's a wasted workout. It's for your mind. Are you going to create new pathways? I want you to picture that you're holding your brain in your hand. And picture new grooves forming in this brain, new pathways. This is kind of when we expand that comfort zone, right? Make it light up like a Christmas tree. Make it light up like the Las Vegas Strip. And you do that by putting yourself in a place where the brain doesn't necessarily want to go, or the body, I should say, because your body, right, it always has a lot more to give. The brain is always going to give out first. It's always going to be that way. And that's why I've been doing my super long set of squats every Friday morning. I'm putting myself somewhere that's uncomfortable. And I could tell you, it's about the I will mindset when you're working out. And it's about the betterment of you. Another thing with working out, nobody cares what you look like. Nobody cares what you look like. Your significant other or your spouse is attracted to you. It shouldn't matter if you have a certain size muscle or certain look, right? It's a very shallow level of thinking, and I've been there before. I've been down that path, but that's not what it's about. Now, most people, if they get into the weights, right? I'm talking about a workout in the weight room. Remember, there's different types of workouts for whatever your goal is. For most people, walking is just fine, right? Walking is just fine. But I'm talking about if you want to get after it in the weight room, you have to be your own coach in the weight room. I've worked out with so many people throughout the years where, hey, Kyle, can we work out? Sure, come work out with me. And they're cheating reps. They're skipping exercises. And it's not if they're working out with me in my personal workout, it's not my job to stay on top of them. I can't make somebody want to be great. It's got to come from within. And you use your workouts to have an effect on the rest of your life, to kind of splinter out. Push yourself and grow in your workout so that the rest of your day is easy. Push yourself so you know, man, I gave it my all. I might not have had the best workout, but I put my mind to a place it hasn't been before. And that's going to have an offshoot. Working out, there's growth factors, right, that can only get to your brain through physical activity. Survival mechanism, right? But exercise is more for this than anything else. It's growth factors and hormones that can only get through to your brain through physical movement and physical activity. So some ideas for you that you can do if you really want to put yourself, you can do timed sets. The squat sets that I've been doing, I'm up to a 7-minute set. I'm going to go for 8 this week, and then once I get to my 8-minute, that was my goal, and I'll start up in the weight even more. Right now I'm using 170 pounds. Last week probably got about 90 reps in that set. You can do push-up 2.5s. Now what that is, take the max amount of push-ups you think you can do. Let's say it's 20. Multiply by 2.5, that's 50. You got to do a set of 50 push-ups. You can't put your knees down. You cannot rest, meaning no knees down. Can't go to the elbows. Okay? Whatever you got to do, you got to hold some type of downward dog or push-up position until you got push-up 2.5. So in that case, 50 push-ups. But you always got to say, what is the point of my workout? What am I trying to get? And the last thing I want to talk about with that is life is about energy. Energy is your number one asset as a human being. Second most important asset is your confidence, but energy directly impacts confidence. you should always be asking, how do I create more energy? How do I put off more energy? Right? And working out is a great way to do that. Working out is a magnificent way to have a positive vibe. And some of that's going to be, are you doing what you want to do in your workout? Do you like it? Because if you don't like it, you ain't going to form a habit around it. What type of music are you listening to? People laugh when they listen to hear the music I listen to when I work out, but it strikes a positive chord. If you're listening to angry music, it's not going to be good energy. It's not going to be good energy. It's negatively impacting the very being, right, of yourself, of your cells. So listen to stuff in your workout that's going to enhance your energy. And keep a good pace. Keep a good pace. Positive, and I always used to tell people this when I was teaching. Positive energy leads to more positive energy. Positive energy leads to more positive energy. So always examine, what's the point of my workout? And sometimes it might just be to sweat, but if you really want to push yourself, you got to put your brain somewhere it hasn't been. Forget about the body. Put the brain somewhere that it has not been before. And if you can do that at least once a week, you're going to have a great life, because that carries over. I always tell people I've learned more about life and continue to learn more about life in my workouts, and in the gym, in the weight room, where I can apply it to the rest of my life. Just because I know the ability and the discipline and the place I can put myself in the gym, and then I can apply that, hey, I'm getting fatigued. I don't feel like doing this part of my project, blah, blah, blah. No, you just turn it off and you're able to do it. So realize it's not about having buff muscles or a six-pack or anything like that, right? Unless you're a competitor and that's your sport. Other than that, nobody cares what you look like. You want to have $1 million brain, $1 million spirit. You don't want to have $1 million body and a 10-cent brain and a 10-cent spirit. Think about that. Hopefully that resonates with some of you. You all have a great rest of your week. Don't forget to hit the like button, the thumbs up button, leave a comment. If you're listening on iTunes in October when this comes out, hit the subscribe button and leave a review if you get a chance. Thanks for tuning in, everybody.